everybody. How are you guys? Happy Mother's Day. Let me put there. I just said goodbye to my sister Sarah. We had her over for lunch, her and Jim over for lunch today. We celebrated Mother's Day together as sisters, and that was kind of fun. Well, it started at 1:30 about, and couple bottles of wine later, so it ought to be a fun night. We had a good time. It was supposed to be a nice afternoon, and the weather forecast changed, so we were sitting outside, and the rain came across the bay, and we could see it coming across, and then it hit our roof, and we tried to turn on our deck heater, and it wouldn't stay on. So we had Bob build a fire inside in the wood stove, and we moved inside, but still left the door open. How's that for you? Anyway, it was nice. Aldo got to play with Sadie, their short hair, German short hair. That's what she is. And she's 18 months and a little bit rambunctious. Aldo was like, seriously. But it was fine. They had a good time. And Sarah helped me with some ideas on an art thing that I'm doing. And I had her fix something for me that I need fixed. And we had some wine, and Bob made a great dinner. Sarah made dessert. It was deluxe, absolutely deluxe. So here I am on Mother's Day, all ready for story time with you guys. And I'm happy as a clam. So how is everybody? There's Linda and Namaste. She's saying hi to everybody. Tamara's here. And Lupe's here. I see that. Hey. Like I said, we ended up with rain coming in. So one of our garages is kind of like a boat. It's open on two sides. It's closed on two sides and open on the in front and the back. And so more kind of like a corporate, but it's got a metal roof and it's a metal building. So when the rain hits that, it's kind of like, whoa, yeah. So that was fun. Copying Linda's hearts. Yes, it is hearts and hearts and hearts. It's a delightful. I got a really cute message in my Instagram from my daughter, Annalena, that had a picture of, let's see if I can find it. I'll show it to you guys if I can. Let's see if I can find her. Maybe it'll show. Annalena, there we go. Here we go. This is it, if it'll stay right here. And I'm going to go to this right here. And you guys can see this. Oh, go back. This says, this is what she had on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to the woman who gave me my height, laugh, and size 12 feet. Love you, Mom. So that's Annalena sitting there with what she's holding to her eye is a can of beer. Because she'd gotten stung by a bee. And then I have Bryn in my lap, and I'm sitting right there. And so that was... Brinny is like maybe a year. So Annalena is barely 5. And yeah, she'd been walking through the river and kicked a stump, and it had a beehive in it. And she got stung in the eye. And all we had with us in the Teanaway River was a cooler full of beer and soda pop. And so that's what she has a can of beer on her eye. You know, prime example of great motherhood, right? Yeah, there I am. Funny. Go back up here. There we go. Yes. What do you think of that? We're gonna go. Yeah.
You got it, sis.
We wanted to keep
Just go, launch!
So good. We had the door open, but it was maybe 50 degrees.
Watch out for the surfer.
The wind.
Okay. Just go.
Can't hear me.
Yeah. My man. Good job, Bob.
Can you hear me now? You've got audio running. Oh. Thank you. I think I killed it. I hope. I think I've got it right now. There. There we go. I didn't have my phone muted. Sorry. Okay, so that picture that I showed you of Annalena, since you couldn't hear me while I had that going on, was Annalena was 5 and Bryn was probably about a year. And we're in the Teanaway River in eastern Washington. And what she was holding to her eye was a can of beer because that's all we had in the cooler that was cold. Didn't have ice cubes. And we'd kicked a log and it had a beehive in it, and she'd gotten stung in the eye. So that's what happened. Sorry about that. I forgot about showing you something on my phone that I have to mute it. All right. Because it's hooked in because I'm getting extra signal from that. So I hope everybody is having a delightful day today, mother or not, whatever for you. And I had a good day with my sister Sarah. That was fun. Just sitting around. She did a couple she helped me with, I'll show you what she helped me with in the art that I'm going to show you. And then she fixed something that I needed fixed, and we just chatted and had a good sister's day. Anyway, I'm back. Thank you. Yeah, we here. Funny. Oh, you've got beach day. Yeah. So that was them at the beach. In Arizona. This is it's just like at a water park. It just cracks me up. So that was them on Mother's Day for those guys. So, but for us, for Mother's Day today, I have some art from Tamara. I have a thing that I'm doing that I'm just going to show you where I have come along to, and those are what I've gotten so far on art. And then I have a couple stories. So let's get rolling on. There. Okay. So Tamara said, I did this piece, Enigmatic Incarnation, today, Sunday, for tomorrow. So she did this yesterday. It was done on drawing paper that I used for sample painting patterns and textures. Adrian said it looks scary, but that was not her intention. She looks beautiful to me, and I agree with Tamara. This is what she did yesterday. So she has a couple iterations of it. She has this one. Okay. And then we have a close-up of it. Let me get rid of the first one on it. Very cool. I love this. I love the color. I love how the shadows work across it. And then she did her wonderful kind of reversing it type thing where she put it mirror image of it. I love this. Yellow, just everything about it. And the geometric type crackling almost in it. Tamara, what did you use for it? You said that, I saw you said you did this yesterday. Let me see. I did this piece. Let me change the shape of this. Hang on. There we go. Hey. Oh, it's not going to change for me. All right, we'll move this over here. I did this piece, Enigmatic Incarnation, yesterday. It's done on drawing paper that you used for sampling paint patterns and textures. So the drawing paper already had a lot of this pieces on it, and you added the goddess in. Is that what you did? Earth vibe. A hint of a smile on her face. Fabulous. She's playing coy. I used acrylic paint and watercolors. I watched Nate Bright this morning do a watercolor technique with acrylic, and it was very cool combination that he did. It was something kind of what I've been doing with my watercolor and with acrylic type of thing, but he took it to another level and he gave me some really good ideas. It was really pretty if you get a chance to see this. But Tamara, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. So let's give up. Yeah. All right. So then we have, okay, there's my keyboard. Isn't that fancy? All right. So what I have to show you is this. So coming up next at the beginning of June is a auction for the mustard seed project, and we're auctioning. The tarts are painting watering cans in different ways, and they'll have bouquets of flowers in them, and then they'll be auctioned off as they'll be centerpieces. So this is what I've done. I decided to do a Zentangle one. So I based it. I started out. Let me show you what I started out with. I started out trying out with this, doing some of these guys, and was playing around with some designs like that. And then I did this one, and I kind of liked the fence type idea, and did that. And so then the trick has been to paint this with, I didn't use a paint pen. I used a paintbrush and acrylic. Fluid acrylic works the best. I tried outdoor acrylic on the handle or on the spout, and it got a little bit much. But so that's that side, and then here's the other side. There's a spider. There's some dandelions. There's my ants are in them. There's a butterfly sitting up there. A flower. I think there's a dragonfly on this side. Yeah, there's a dragonfly there. Now, Sarah suggested, because I was trying to figure out what to do up here, just to modernize it a little bit, to paint this part and leave a little white thing all black, and then do the bottom of this black too. So I might do that, and I'm going to leave the handle white, and I'll leave this unpainted also. But that's what I've been doing. What do you guys think of that? Hey, Carlos. Whoa. You want one, Tamara. You're cute. Oh. So, it was really a challenge to take a lot of the Zentangle design type thing, because this is a certain Zentangle. This is a kind of Zentangle. This is a Zentangle. There's certain designs that have, and make a scene with it, but not go too crazy. And then this is an adaptation of one. The spider is an adaptation of one. And these guys I think of these as like, they remind me of marshmallows, but they're a kind of flower. So that's where went from this, as you see, from this, the little mushrooms and stuff like that and things. It's one thing to do it on a flat surface. It was a whole nother thing to do it on this. And then this one, the outdoor acrylic got a little heavy, so what I'm going to do to tie that into the base black, Sarah suggested this, is color these in with black leaves, and that will probably tie it in. Either that, or I'm just going to take this part off and do it again because it's seeming heavy to me. We'll see. That's the wonders of acrylic on metal. You can sometimes take it off. Woo, so that's that. Oh, thanks. Yay. So I'm glad you guys, I'm glad you guys like that. That was kind of fun. Fun to do. That's what I do when I doodle. So, boom, boom. I'm going to reduce the size of this screen so I can bring my other screen up. Hey, come on, behave. There, oops, nope, that's what I lock that overlay. I want to reduce the size of the whole scene. You know the rule, Carlos, lock your overlay, and I didn't do it. There we go. Yay. Got it over here. Move this over here. I'm good now. All right. So the thing we're going to do first is we're going to read a story. And hang on. That one's supposed to lock too. Come back over here. Goodness gracious. So I'm going to start with this wonderful story that I found. And it's called Outside Amelia's Window. And it's by Caroline Nystro and illustrated by Enka Sandhu Budasan. And Caroline Nystro was born and raised in New York City. Her first picture book was The Bear Who Couldn't Sleep. Has been translated into 3 languages and was chosen as a Bank Street Picture Book of the Year in Spanish. Outside Amelia's Window, and this is this author and illustrator's second collaboration. Their first book was Little Bird Fly, Fly, Little Bird Fly. And Caroline attended the Sorbonne University in Paris from Stanford. And she is an award-winning theater director and playwright. Pretty cool. Learn more. And so that's awesome. And then Enka Sandhu Budasan was born in Romania and studied children's illustration at Cambridge School of Art in England. I sure wish I'd known that there was a children's illustration school of art. I would have just hopped on that, I think. But maybe not. Who knows? I didn't think I could draw back then. I didn't think I was an artist. Yeah, I was a teacher. She is the author and illustrator of the picture books Churchill's Tale of Tales and The Astonishing Case of the Stolen Stories. She's the illustrator of the Lana Lynn series and a whole bunch of other things. And she lives in Oregon, neighbor, just down the way. This book is illustrated in watercolor, pencils and watercolor, and then digitally composed. And the watercolor in this is beautiful. It's that beautiful, soft, layered way that somebody who's really a master in watercolor can do, how they can bring that layering of it and just make such an atmospheric type picture with this. And when you see this book, I'm going to make every effort so that you can really see the illustrations. I might bump up the contrast a bit so you can see them a little better, because there's things in the background that they did. Those of you who might be fans of junk journals or journaling or diaries or that kind of things, you'll see how those type of things were used to become part of the illustration. So here we go with Outside Amelia's Window. And this is a book that the dust cover is not different than the interior cover. Carlos and I were in a class on Saturday, and we were talking about thumbnails, and everybody had a whole lot of discussions and stuff like this. And I didn't jump in because I was out in the studio, and it was kind of hard for me to talk. But one of the things I like the cover of a book. Books will be republished with a different edition with a different cover and suddenly become far more entertaining or far more popular. And as we saw in the book that I did the other day, um, My Baba's Garden, the dust cover was this beautiful picture from the book, but it was kind of told more of the story, where inside the book, with inside the disc, this side was completely different. Was just a picture of Baba, and on the back was the picture of the granddaughter, telling a completely different part of the story, but one not as descriptive. Where this one has a lot to the cover, you see a little girl, her stuffed animal, her chair, the things that she has. Outside Amelia's window. And there. So you see the things like the journal pages on this end pages. See how hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul, by Emily Dickinson. Oh, that's a good quote. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul. Emily Dickinson. I know a lot of Dickinson. I didn't know that quote. I'll have to figure out where it's from. Outside Amelia's window. Oh, you agree with Sarah Tamara on that, on the black? Thank you. Am I the only one who'd buy one of these? Oh my gosh. You guys, you're kidding. All right, make 3 or 4 and we'll find. Oh, I don't care about. Yeah, you guys are so good for my ego. Thank you. It's kind of outside Amelia's window. There once was a little girl named Amelia who was a bit lonely. 2 children moved into the house next door, a boy in a blue cap, a girl with pigtails. But Amelia did not go and play with them. She just didn't think that she could. Not anymore. Not like she used to. See that? Her mother said, "You'll never know what you can do unless you try, even just a little." But Amelia said, "Mommy, I don't think I'm ready." Amelia sat in her room and read stories about wizards and dragons and magical places, while the children played outside her window, the boy in the blue cap, the girl with pigtails. One day, a little bird landed on Amelia's windowsill. It turned its head this way and that. It chirped a little and sweetly sang. Amelia smiled. Then the bird twisted and twirled in the air and plucked a ribbon from Amelia's treasure box. "You silly bird," said Amelia, "you give that back." But the bird flew away. The next morning, Amelia saw the bird high up in the tree outside her window. It was building a nest with strips of bark and lots of moss with grass and spider webs, soft feathers, and fur, and Amelia's ribbon. Amelia thought that her ribbon looked very beautiful in the sunlight. Each day, Amelia left more of her special treasures for the bird. Each day, the nest grew bigger and softer and sturdier. Soon there were 2 eggs, cream-colored, red-speckled. Then one day, Amelia saw two little chicks. She listened to them cheep, cheep, cheeping for food during the day, and she gave them names: Penelope and Osiris. And at night, she read all about them. Amelia learned that the birds were redstarts. Soon they would leave their nests to travel thousands of miles across many lands and oceans. Amelia couldn't imagine how a little bird could fly all that way, past the Appalachian Mountains, across the Gulf of Mexico, to the Greater Antilles, over the Mayan ruins in the Yucatan, to the mangrove forests in Venezuela. Would they see the great Amazon rainforest? Amelia dreamt and wondered. Amelia watched the little birds learn how to fly. Each day they flew a bit further. Penelope always braver than Osiris. Flap, flutter, flap, 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 flap. And Amelia thought to herself, if they can do it, perhaps so can I. Night after night, the birds studied the stars to map their journey. And when the birds left, so did Amelia. She went down the hallway and out her front door, up the road and over the hill, flap, flutter, flap, 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 until she met the boy with the blue cap and the girl with pigtails. And Amelia soared high into the sky, just like the birds, past the Appalachian Mountains, across the Gulf of Mexico, to the Greater Antilles, over the Mayan ruins in the Yucatan, to the mangrove forests in Venezuela. With her new friends, Peter and Maggie. And that's outside Amelia's window. Now I'm going to take you back to this artwork, you guys. So this way the backgrounds were used, the splatter backgrounds, and this, just the blending and so much here, the layering that she did to get this. Oh my gosh. And this, look at this sky and the birds. The Gulf of Mexico. But as we go back, in this, we're through the windows and she's scurrying along. It's been so soft, and all of a sudden there's some brighter colors, and the things start to get more saturated. The colors got more saturated when she left the door. When she went outside, her world got even more colorful. Did you notice that? Oh my gosh. Just so beautiful. And these, but back here on the journal, like this. Okay, this is the junk journal type thing, but she's done all of this little things about her researching on the different kinds of birds. And here is this Candelita norteña, Solophagia ruticelia. Cubans call the redstart Candelita, or little candle, spreading wings, flash yellow and orange like beacons of light. Candelita norteña. The Cubans call the red start. I love this little bit in here that has a little notation about the type of bird and the type of eggs that she saw and the drawings of the birds. Ah, so cool. About her wizards and dragons and magical places. But this is a page that I saw that it was really easy to miss the wheelchair, but it's never mentioned. It's suggested. And you know that it's there if you look and you pay attention. But it's not the most important thing in the whole story. She is. And once she realizes that that doesn't limit her, I thought that that's just a beautiful way to illustrate it too. Yeah. Child's play warms your heart. Exactly. Exactly. So let's go back up to here. Back to me. And then I will take this. So in honor, I hope you guys like that one. In honor of Mother's Day, I have one that's kind of funny for the second story. Come on. Behave, little. There. No, I want to take you over here. Oh, you're too big. Whoa. Come on. Oh, it's raining again. It's sun shining and raining at my house right now, you guys. I've got if the light changes, it's because I forgot to pull the shade tight closed. Oh, there we go. But it's sun shining and raining at the same time here at my house. Ha, here I got it. So the next book is by Jean Regan and illustrated by Lee Wildish. And it's they've done a series of book on how to. One is how to babysit a grandpa, things like that. So this one is called How to Raise a Mom. And so it's kind of funny. I think you'll get a kick out of it because it's amusing. Or here. I'm loving the art and the layouts. Yeah, it was. It was. You guys are funny. All right. So, oh, yes, my birthday is next Saturday, Linda. You had to bring it up. Next Saturday. 69, guys. I am rolling into 69. Woohoo. Yeah, today just for us leggers. Yep. On this side of the planet. Anyway, so this next book, I thought it's a good one because, we need a good laugh about what it is to be a mom. I'm so blessed as I sent my girls up, did an Instagram story about with a picture of the two girls, and that I said that I'm just very honored to have these two beautiful women bestow the title being their mom, and it really is. That's all about that. But this is kind of funny. This is a book called How to Raise a Mom. Oops, not there. It's right here. Wrong spot. There it is. It's on Libby. And yeah. Well, more stuff is showing than I wanted it to show, but let's see. Hang on. I can't remember. Oh, well. Hang on. There we go. Okay, I got it right. There we go. Good. How to raise a mom. The illustrations in this are far more kid type friendly for us. And I think they're done in. Doesn't tell me. Doesn't tell me. Well, I'm back. I'm back. Yep, it's a goner. Frozen for me. Whoa. Okay. I'm back, you guys. I hope you caught it. I'm here. Here I am. Art in this book. It resumes is unable to keep up. I love the art clay. Anyway, so that kind of crashed at the end of that, but that tells me that it's interesting because it did not crash at all in my overhead count. It crashed when I had the other one. Huh? We'll see. Anyway, you guys, but the crash and burn, not so much. Cute, not. I don't know where I lost you in this story, but that's the way it goes. I closed it and got rid of that one, so we're not going to go back there. What's quit that and quit that. There we go. Here we go. Something else. Quit that. All right. That was story time on Mother's Day. I hope you guys had a good day today. I had that wonderful greeting this morning from my daughter, Annalena. Bryn's been out and about with her family on Mother's Day today, and I sent them messages. So I'm hoping I hope you guys are all having a good day, whether moms or no people that are moms. I hope it's been a wonderful day for you. This is a great way to kick off the week. We've got the rain has stopped. It's still sunny, but we had sun and rain, but it's stopped. There we go. I tell you, the Pacific Northwest in the springtime is one of the most mercurial things, changing all the time. And there's a big black cloud out there that I can see that's going to bring in some more rain. But between that and the big black cloud, there's a lot of sun. Anyway, it's twice already. I dragged the line and I got you back. Yay. So you guys, I'll be back on Thursday with another story. I'll go to the library, find some more books that I can have books in hand until I figure out why it's crashing and burning onto. But it's been good to see you guys. I'm glad you guys like my watering can. And Tamara and everybody, thanks for agreeing with Sarah's idea about doing the black up there and not overdoing that. And so that will be fun to do. And I will be back on that in between then and now. On Wednesday, I'm having lunch with my best friend Barb. We do this to celebrate our birthdays. Hers is in March. Hers is on the same day as Bryn's, but she couldn't get down here. We sometimes try to go somewhere in between, but I was gone all of April. So we're going to meet on Wednesday, and she and Stefan are coming down, and we're having lunch with them. So that will be fun. And I will be back on Thursday with more stories. So everybody, until next time, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight, everybody. It's all around you. You know that. But the first place you'll find it is when you go look in your mirror. And I will see all my bucket fillers next time.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feeling alright, we won't go home, we would just stay.
I'll look into getting some more of these watering cans and see what I can do.
There's not just stars on the boulevard. They're in the light in your eyes.
Maybe smaller ones.
you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous. We could be famous. You blow my mind. Looking
Ooh,
like a
yeah. Thanks, Tamara. Yeah, mini ones would be cool. I think the little ones would be cool.
Yeah, you don't even try. Not average or typical. I put you on a pedestal.